Good morning and welcome back to Mount Pleasant Farm. Back working on the old barn today. We're going to be working inside this time for part 7. So we're starting on this wall today. This is the one we finished up last week. Got a little bit opened up here, and I did finish that last piece of siding on that end that we didn't finish in the last video, but that was just kind of poking around. So today, working on this wall. There's a lot of structural problems over here as well, being on this northwest corner still. This 4x6 post here is just, watch this. That's rotten. And it goes all the way up to that top plate. So this is going to be changed out today. I'm going to have to cut the nails holding this joist in place, which means we'll have to support this joist. We already got this one supported by a post, but I'll be taking that post and putting it up here on the top plate for support when I take the rotten post out. So I'll just take a couple 2x4s and I'll shore up these two joists. There's really nothing on them. I'm going to take some of this, what I'm doing right now before I started talking to you is I'm taking some of these loft flooring boards out because they're mostly rotten anyway, and they'll be replaced eventually. The good ones that are kind of solid I'll save for people to buy for barnwood kind of stuff, and the rest will just be burned in the fire pit. So that's what we're working on today, and I'll keep you updated and show you what's going on as I do it. First thing first, like I said, getting this flooring out, then figuring out this post. I've already got a brand new 4x6 over there, pressure treated, that I got from Lowe's the other day. Got all the other crap lumber there that we got to use. The big thing though is structure. This thing here, the way this barn was designed, it's terrible. So you got a joist there that was literally sitting on a 2x4 laid on the flat that was literally toe-nailed into the upright over here. It's supported by the siding, but that's not what I would consider load-bearing. So part of the structural upgrade is taking 4x4s and putting in place directly underneath the joist, going straight down to the foundation. Then those will be kind of supported laterally by the 45-degree support for the other side of the corner post and the other horizontal stringers that are normally for siding, but that will be way stronger than this now. Now the other ones, the other joists are actually, it's a little better, still not perfect. They got 3 big spikes going into the 4x6s and 6x6s. I don't know why they did 4x6s here, 6x6s in the middle, then another 4x6 down there, and then a 6x6 in the corner. So it goes 6x6, 4x6, 4x6, 6x6. Anyway, you get the idea. So every other joist for the loft is sitting, there's another one sitting there on a flat 2x4 that's supported basically by nothing but siding. This one's not really sag, but we got one way over there where a lot of the stuff was. It's really bent. So once the structure is fixed, like the other walls, we'll go ahead and get the siding up. More to come. So here's a quick update before I go to Lowe's to get some more lumber. Basically, I got this first half of this side disassembled. You see, I've got some 2x4 supporting some loft joists. I've got a post supporting this big top plate up here, which is way more rotten than I thought it was going to be, so I may have to do some work up there. That 6x6 down there will likely stay, but I still haven't decided all the way. Of course, I need to replace some bottom plate because it was all rotten. I'll tie it all together, one piece at a time. I'd like to get at least this wall kind of framed up today, or maybe half of it framed up, and get it sided halfway over, just to get some more structural integrity, because this is the load-bearing, wall. There's nothing in the loft, though. The loft is cleaned out, and all the wood up there is rotten, so it's not too heavy. Everything seems to be pretty solid so far going along. Anyway, going to get some lumber, and another update later. All right, just a little update here. Got the bottom plate in, got some grounding wires coming up there that I left in place. I'm assuming back in the day they grounded the metal roof. I guess I need to check and see if that's something you should still do. I've got that 4x6 post in. And I've got the third joist for the loft on a big joist hanger on the back of that. This joist that's hanging out in outer space and is still supported by a 2x4, I'm going to do the same thing with that on a 4x4 coming down here, because if you remember, every other joist is just hanging off on some flat 2x4 for the loft. Not very strong in my opinion, so kind of re-engineering the thing as I go. So this side with all this load-bearing stuff is going to be, all of these ends of these joists are actually going to be attached to something solid, like either every other one is probably just going to be a 4x4. I've got one ready to go up here. That's 4x6 there, but that's just part of the, supporting that top plate and all that jazz. So slowly moving right along. The trip to Lowe's didn't help. We got tons of crap everywhere as usual, but that is the latest update. It's looking like this section of top plate is like every other piece of this barn, termite eaten. The next 6x6 down there actually feels really solid, so I may keep that in place. Be nice not to have to change out some more major structural components. So anyway, that's what's going on. More to come. Okay, we'll call this the end of part 7 here. A lot of work today, but I don't feel like I got a lot done. But I did get that new top beam in over to that new post I put in. Problem is, it's just sitting up there because I can't find my damn drill. And it's not one thing, it's another. It's getting dark. Can't see much. You can see better in the camera, actually. But I got my one drill over there with the masonry bit on it, but my one with my driver on it for the screws I'm using is MIA. So anyway, tomorrow I'll be... This joist is hanging out here in Never Never Land. That 4x4 that's against that tree will go up there against that that beam. I'll cut that joist there just a little bit, and we'll put that 4x4 right in there from bottom to top. Put another one of those big sexy joist hangers on there that you see there, and then I'll put some cross bracing in to give it that barn Amish feel, and then we'll get moving on with the rest of it. We'll do the same thing over there with that one hanging out in the middle, and finish up some bottom plate. We'll swap out the rest of that beam at the top. There's a joint at that top of that 6x6. So this will get I'll finish framing this tomorrow, and I told the wife that I will have, gotta hope I can do this because I am slow apparently. This was the hard stuff today, so tomorrow must be a lot easier. I want to finish tomorrow morning. I want to get this all framed up, and then I want to get this other, I guess you'd call this an 1/8 of the barn, sided. So that'll be that much more finished. Anyway, that's about it. I'm going to go off to find my drill. Apparently it got vaporized. Maybe the chickens ate it. I don't know. Anyway, appreciate you watching. If you like what you see here, please like, please subscribe. Share with your friends that may like it, and I will try to make part 8 a little better. I was kind of busy today running around, didn't have a lot of time to set up a tripod so you could see kind of some of the stuff I was doing. But I can tell you it was a pain getting that top beam in because it was a very tight fit and getting it up onto that rafter and stuff. So, but anyway, it went well. Happy with it. Anyway, y'all take care, and we'll see you on I guess it'll be part 8 tomorrow. Talk to you later.